Good Erev Shabbos, Parshas Ki Savo. Our parsha is filled with many brachas. It is also filled with the opposite of brachas, but I want to focus on the brachas in particular, one very profound set of brachas, with very famous as well. And that is the bracha of Baruch Atah Ba'ir, blessed are you in the city, Baruch Atah Basada, and you shall be blessed in the field. Anyone who shows loyalty and fidelity to Dvar Hashem will be blessed both in the field and in the city. Of course, the Chachamim are perplexed by this strange language. Just say, you're blessed everywhere. What does it mean? Baruch atah ba'ir u'baruch atah basadeh. And there are many interpretations offered to this somewhat overly verbose bracha. I would like to suggest, however, that one can understand a profound lesson from the bracha of Ir and Sadeh in the following manner. The Gemara wonders about this bracha and offers an interpretation based on a dispute between Rav and Rav Yochanan. So Rav Yochanan and Rav both suggest that the purpose of this wordiness, of the verbosity, is to draw our attention specifically to the bracha of the city. If we just said Baruch Atah everywhere, we would be missing out on something really important. So what is that important message that we would be missing out on? Well, Rav says the bracha of Baruch Atah Ba'ir is you should be blessed by your house being close to shul. Beis HaKnesses samuch lebeso. Explains the Torah to me, Rav Baruch Halevi Epstein, that by your house being close to the shul, you'll be able to be on time, one of the first people to show up to shul, and thus be worthy of the special bracha, because Chazal teach us that being one of the first 10 people to make a minyan, to make the quorum, confers upon a person a very special status and very special merits. And it is for this that Rav says that in Baruch Atah Ba'ir, if your house is close to the shul in the city, then you will be so blessed. However, Rav Yochanan believes that being close to a shul is not a good thing, in that it robs you of another bracha. And that is the bracha of schar halicha, the reward of putting time and effort and energy and investing oneself in performing a mitzvah. So if I have to walk 15 minutes to shul, then I get schar halicha, the reward for all the steps that I take on the way to shul over the course of 15 minutes. If I live half a block away from the shul, then I don't have all that schar halicha. So to say that the bracha of Baruch Atah Ba'ir is that my house will be close to the shul, because in the cities people are close to one another, that's not really such a bracha, because whatever that is, it's coming at the expense of schar halicha. And therefore, Rav Yochanan maintains a different bracha. Baruch Atah Ba'ir, says Rav Yochanan, means that a person is blessed not that his house is close to the shul, but rather that his table is close to the restroom. That Beis HaKisei samuch lashulchan. Now, the Torah Tamima explains, again, that this means that in the days of old, people didn't have indoor plumbing. They had outhouses that were out in the field. And that would put a great strain on a person's health. And therefore, an outhouse or a restroom that was close to the table was considered a tremendous luxury, a tremendous bracha. So one might suggest that we have two very, very different approaches here as to what the bracha of the city is. One has to do with the spirituality and religiosity and divine awareness, being close to a shul. And the other is that you have a bathroom close to your table. I mean, it seems like these couldn't be farther apart from one another. However, one might suggest that there is really a profound message here. And that is that we often live under the illusion that a house of brick and mortar is the epitome of strength, stability, and permanence. And therefore, one whose shul, meaning your spiritual life, is close to the house, is a person who understands that it is only the Beis Hashem, the house of Hashem, that truly represents permanence and something that is truly lasting. Living such a life is really a great bracha, and it is cause for Hashem to confer His bracha upon us. So what does it mean, Beis HaKnesses, Samuch Beis HaKnesses, Samuch LeBeiso? It means that we understand what is really important in life. We keep the shul close to our homes. That is a bracha to live that way, and it is a bracha Hashem confers upon us for living such a life. Now, what about Rabbi Yochanan? That the bathroom is close to the table? Rabbi Yochanan's position is that the restroom is close to the table and not close to the house. Meaning, even the most luxurious and nutritious and delightful culinary experience, at the end of the day, will very soon be processed by our bodies and turned into waste. We are in fact fleeting beings, and we are reminded of our fleeting nature, in the fleeting nature of food and the physical sustenance of our table. Yes, we need food to live, but food, or a focus on food and on material gain, must be seen in the proper perspective. Yes, you can go to a beautiful restaurant and have a $150 steak and spend much money on all types of foods and spirits and enjoyment and pleasure, and that's wonderful. But in the end, not long after you've had that delectable experience, it will be converted into waste and expelled from our bodies. Taken together, Rav and Rav Yochanan understand that one who sees what is truly lasting in life, living such a life, that is being endowed with divine purpose, that such a person who understands that what is permanent and what is fleeting, what is spiritual is permanent and what is material is fleeting, what is meaningful and purposeful in life are the things which we do for others and in service of Hashem. That's real, that's true, that's authentic, and that will last. So Rav and Rav Yochanan are both getting to the same point from different perspectives. Rav says, have your shul close to the home. And Rav Yochanan says, a restroom close to the table. Somebody who understands that it is the shul, it is avodas Hashem, which is important, meaningful, and lasting. Somebody who understands, on the other hand, that even the most expensive, beautiful, delectable foods are fleeting on the other. Somebody who lives a life with that mindfulness will most assuredly live a rewarding and joyful life, and enjoying the brachos that Hashem is waiting to provide us. Good Shabbos to all.